Well, here to suck your blood and talk about Dracula by Bram Stoker. Bram Stoker's Dracula is the quintessential vampire novel. It was not the first depiction of vampires throughout the literary canon, but Dracula does stand above the rest. Although it did give us Edward Cullen and Francis Ford Coppola's weakest movie to date. Despite your thoughts and feelings on Dracula, there is one thing that has to be said. This book's influence is paramount. Although the legacy and the image of Count Dracula has certainly spread its wings, Bram Stoker's novel is equally one of the pioneering forms of the epistolary novel. Let me say this now so you don't misconstrue me. The epistolary novel is the junk mail of literature. I don't care how many telegraphs, letters, shipping logs, carnival posters that I have to read. I don't care. It is akin to reading an IKEA Billy bookcase manual. No one wants it. No one needs it. Bram Stoker's Dracula is just a glorified travelogue. Bill Bryson probably could have wanged this out. Apart from the first section where Jonathan Harker goes to meet Count Dracula in his castle, where we witness all the vampiric shenanigans that we expect, Dracula's like not even in this. He's not even there. Bram Stoker is too invested with all the male characters being absolutely infatuated with all the female characters. Lucy and Mina clearly are the revolving factor in this. Without those two women, the book wouldn't work. What is there to say about them? The more that they lean into the dark side and influence of Dracula, they just turn sexier? What? I don't even... So can we talk about the blood transfusion that takes place after Lucy is violently attacked by Dracula? Despite what you've heard from the internet and what your nan said about me, I'm no phlebotomist. I assure you that the Bram Stoker's version of how a blood transfusion is to play out is not in Grey's Anatomy. I mean that in terms of the book and also the greatest TV adaptation of our time. I'm not trying to wrangle my way through the surgical implications of the blood transfusion. I imagine that's how most of it was done. But trying to find someone with the same blood type as you, and apparently all the men crowded around Lucy, what? Joe Blimey? They're all the same blood type. Like, what? That was easy. Thanks, Van Helsing. Roger T. Van Helsing is also in Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he really over-convolutes the story and makes one of the most muddiest endings that I have ever read. I'm not entirely sure I completely understood what Bram Stoker was going for. And it shouldn't be the case for a kerfuffling ending, because all Bram Stoker has done throughout Dracula is foreshadow ad nauseum. I don't know how many times I heard about rifles protecting people. Wholly repetitious and limited Dracula. I mean, if that's what you want in a book, then Bram Stoker's Dracula, by Jove, we found it. I hated this. It is such a stuffy book full of absolute nothing. It is drier than all of Dracula's jars of dirt combined. Not even the ability to summon an army of mice could redeem this monstrosity. Dracula gets a 1. Dracula is a waste of time. You already know the story. You already know the best bits, people. Don't waste your time. This was like when I read Gogol's Dead Souls. I was just there going, why was this so influential? Like, what made this stand out?